Hey everybody, here we are back at the junkyard, garage. Thought I'd do a little quick update on the Craftsman here. As you can see, I got the ATV tires on it. This guy had to have a plug right in the sidewall. Pretty awesome, but oh well. 15 PSI, I think it's going to be fine. These are, you can't see them, but Carlisle Badlands XTRs. They're 225, 85? R12, so basically 25 by 10 by 12s. Went right on, absolutely no problem. Ironically, the other one that had the plug in it is the one that holds air every few days. This one here will drop down to nothing, but for everything else, there's a tube. And let's see here. Oh yeah, seat upgrade. Believe it or not, that's an upgrade. Not the seat itself, but these Craftsmans just had this little squeezy thing for the kill switch, which I so very carefully bypassed. And this was what you had for suspension, I guess. Well, found another Craftsman that had a seat on it with these other springs. So yeah, sits a little higher, but this thing's already top heavy as it is. But that's comfy as hell now. Perfect. So pretty much now, I guess I'm working on doing some sort of rear cargo rack thing, and I had over there in the scrap metal corner, the black stuff you can see there, this tubing, was part of, I guess they call it an inversion table. Basically it's a thing you back up to and you strap yourself into it, and it straps around your ankles and it like flips you upside down to stretch your back out. Yeah, I found it, realized it had some thick enough tubing for what I wanted, so I started fabbing up. Basically this part here, it was, yeah, the main ring of the thing itself was the part of the table that you go up against. I had to cut it and shorten it and get it back together. I got these little pieces on the corner. Just got done making this bar up, which hopefully is going to fit in. But the idea here is, this guy, forgive the cell phone camera and the lack of focus and almost lack of light, this guy here is going to sit suspended by a couple pieces of angle iron. I'm just going to tack them on there so I can bolt it down, so I can remove it. But basically, yeah, this is going to sit on there a little ways back, and the other square bar you just saw is going to fit around the back of the seat. Kind of, see if I can lay this out here. So yeah, what I've got in mind is this here, your seat's going to be in this area. So this part here is hanging out off the back of the machine. From these little upright posts, I've got some other pieces with cute little bends in them from it. Basically, I'm going to cut these posts down to what I need, lay these in, and mimic that around the back, do the same thing on the other side. And then to the outside, there's going to be another corner support coming up, and one way or another, oh, I've got another 90-degree angle. Basically, I'm going to make another one of these bars the same size. It's going to run back around, except in the corners in the front, it's going to be a little bit lower in height. So basically, it's going to come up and be taller in the back, as the whole thing's going to kind of curve down a little bit. That's pretty much because as you're getting on and off the machine, I want smooth surfaces, and I want this to be a little bit lower. So if, like me, you are horizontally abundant, let's say, and your seat's going to be right next to you here, I want the rack tall, but not right where you are. I don't want to have part of this whole assembly in my bum. So that's where we're headed anyways. Something in that nature. And then let's see here. For the floor, basically I'm going to cut these up. These are pretty beefy. I think they're stainless, but somehow I've managed to do some test welds and that'll work. So basically, once I cut and shape and figure out how I'm going to do it, that's going to be the floor of the thing. And then, oh, this will give you an idea for heights. I have some of this little cheesy wire shelving stuff I already cut out. And basically this is going to go on there thusly, and I'll wrap it around until some point where, really hard to do this with a cell phone camera. Alright, so pretend that piece is against the outside. So wherever it happens to be that I go up in height, I'm going to switch into the remainder of the shelf all the way, which I have yet to cut along through here. So that's about how high it's going to be in the back. Something like that. If I cut it along in here, that gives me an equal, basically 2 strips of equal length I can use to work with. This thing's about 36 inches wide, and it just happened to be, that's what my shelf was. And it sticks out over the side of the machine and matches up in line almost perfectly with the front bumper width-wise. That's what I was looking for. This is a long, drawn-out, way too complicated, convoluted frickin' process, but I'm the type of person, I guess, if I'm going to put the effort into something, I'm going to make sure it's, I guess, kind of done right. But we'll keep you posted. Bye.